Good morning, and today we are in Dublin, Ireland, and we're going to see the Book of Kells at Trinity College. We're going to see Dublin Castle, and we're going to speak to an Irish and British man.
Britain went through Brexit and left the EU. For the first time in my life, I applied for an Irish passport.
If you know the history between Ireland and England, that is not a good history. Back and forth of England bullying Ireland. And yes, behind me is the oldest part of Dublin Castle from the 1200s. But first, we have to go get some brunch and relax a little bit today.
Sweetheart, have we ever not let you eat?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
Look what you did. You got him saying stones. Ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Stones, baby. But they little. You know why I've been calling them stones? Because I tried to eat some and they were like a stone. Was it real? Mm-hmm.
So we get all this jam.
There, yeah.
Oh,
Work
man.
away.
Dang, this thing is
Jam with
hefty.
this butter. With some little orange marmalade.
This is a fruit ginger scone. Right here, man. Thank you. And then some black coffee. What a start of a morning. I'm telling y'all, just chill out and don't try to rush so much if you're trying to make videos or anything you're trying to do in life.
This drink is a warm drink to get you going in the mornings. It's got warm honey and ginger and turmeric in it. It's really good.
I had to get the poached eggs. I like switching it up a little bit. Poached, fried egg, sunny side up, everything. Brunch was so good. The scones, the bacon, the chorizo, that breakfast was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes, breakfast was delicious.
So here at Dublin Castle, they actually do have free lockers. And you know, at some castles and places, you do not have free lockers. We love free things. Plus, we love being able to take a load off. Honestly, you know we love castles when they have this nice red carpet. You feeling like a king yet, Dad?
A visitor.
I'm feeling like a king. I feel like most people, they don't take the time to appreciate these paintings on the wall. Oh, and look at these curtains. These are really nice, beautiful curtains. Like, what is this man doing that he's being pulled by his woman? Wow. Different vibes already from this castle. More chill, scaled back vibes, but still huge, beautiful portraits that you see in every castle. So Ireland used to be a part of the UK because, you know, England, they bashed on Scotland and Ireland, and they took them over, and then they lost them, took them over. Now, this room used to be a Red Cross hospital for those recovering from World War I, and James Connolly was treated here for his injuries, it says. He sustained leading a rebellion against the British rule, known as the Easter Rising. The rebellion resulted in execution of the rebel leader. James Connolly was brought from here to be executed in Kilmainham, May 12, 1916. A lot of history in here. And I'm not sure if you're Irish or you speak or read Irish. Is this in Irish? Comment down below. What does this say? So this is a state corridor leading to other rooms. So this is a drawing room. And I've never heard of a drawing room. And apparently, the definition of a drawing room is a place to actually leave from a bigger area. And it's typically in a huger residence, a grand residence. And typically, drawing rooms were where ladies would go. The viceroy's here, so the wife of a viceroy. And this is the place they would come in. This furniture is apparently original. Like, just look at these couches. I would definitely not want to mess this up and make my mother mad. And then can we talk about the curtains in here again? They just scream like just royalty, honestly, or just really good, elegant taste. Now, this is a castle that I did not expect. I didn't know what I was going to expect from this castle. This is just throwing me back to Pompeii, Roma, something like that with the columns and everything. This apparently is a throne room, and you guys will not believe this. Look how huge this throne is. Either the viceroy was a giant or just really wanted people to think that he was the biggest viceroy ever. I don't know, one of those two. But golly, and then the ceiling and the chandelier. Man, even the doors have so much detail. And the doorknob? Y'all really need to come on a castle tour. If you've been to 10 castles, don't think like every castle will be the same. Yes, there's paintings and portraits and everything, but just looking at how they would just decorate the ceilings and the hallways, it's just something. Now, this room is the portrait gallery, and it takes its name from the portraits of all the viceroys hanging on the wall. Irish viceroys. Apparently banquets would be held in here too, and it's just so much room in here. But it's not too much. And y'all know how I feel about not too much. Earl Haddington, Thomas Earl Haddington, 1834. I wonder what kind of viceroy he was. And that's the thing, when you're in these places, just trying to imagine, how is this king? How is this viceroy? How are these people? Because all you can tell is that they were either nice, happy, or mad by their facial expression at the time of the painting. Okay, y'all. I think this might be my favorite room. There is paintings on the walls, and y'all know how I feel about paintings on the walls. So this is St. Patrick's Hall, one of the most important ceremonial rooms in Ireland, and is where the Irish president is inaugurated every 7 years. The hall was the meeting place of the Knights of St. Patrick, a chivalric order of knights whose flags still adorn the space. And let me tell y'all, the flags are very interesting, unique, beautiful, and just powerful. Italian artist Vincenzo Guardalide, I don't know if that was right, I'm sorry for my Italianos, began work on the ambitious painting ceiling that represent the relationship between Britain and Ireland. Like, wow. Oh man, history is so beautiful. And they really just knew how to just incorporate art into the places of residence, places that the government would work out of. Like, okay, I was not gonna come to we're not in Edinburgh no more. I was not gonna come to Dublin Castle, but just look how beautiful this castle is. It's different and unique. And you know, that's the thing about travel. You go to all these different countries, even if it's a castle or a palace, there's something that just separates them and just draws you more into the history of the place. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm high off of travel right now. Man, you really do have to appreciate paintings that are on ceilings and the story that they're trying to just paint. And I don't know if the artist, their plan is for you to look up to the heavens and also admire great art, or to just really hurt your neck, but it's very beautiful.
My name is Brian Clancy. I'm from Manchester, but my parents are from Ireland. So, and we have a bit of a history which might be useful to you, and that was during the War of Independence. I had two uncles shot by the British. They were respectively 18 and 19 years of age. They were members of the IRA from Tipperary. And then during the war of the Civil War, which unfortunately so many civil wars follow wars of independence.
No. That was good information, because I feel like a lot of history gets lost, and I think it's very important that we all connect with that history.
Well, it's now 100 years, the last couple of years, since all that happened. So we're having a family gathering. Although we live in Manchester, we're having a family gathering in Tipperary in August to see the new film which has been made of Liam Lynch, and of course at the end is being shot. They don't know who by, but the group of soldiers that were responsible for capturing him was led by my uncle Larry Kiley. He was the captain in charge of the group, and somebody in the group, other indirectors, shot Lynch. So, I mean, not like an execution, it was an exchange of gunfire, and Lynch was not mortally wounded. He died next day.
So I guess my question for you is, so you're saying you have Irish roots and then also British roots? So how does that feel? Because, you know, just traveled through the UK and then came here, so it just sounds like there's a lot of tugging going on between England bullying, Scotland bullying, Ireland, at least the way the history writes it. So how does that feel, being split between both? Because I feel like not everyone always sees that. Either you're English, either you're Scottish, or either you're Welsh or you're Irish.
That's a good question, and I've often posed it to myself. And my parents obviously came from Ireland, so in that respect there was never any doubt, but they were Irish. I went to a Catholic school, and a Catholic school had mostly Irish children. So again, I was constantly Irish. We were taught by Irish nuns. I always maintained my Catholicism. And then I suppose gradually, as I went to college, went to university, went into professions and things, I think I became British rather than English. I became British, and I would say that I was British of Irish origin, and that's how I look upon it. And when Britain went through Brexit and left the EU, for the first time in my life, I applied for an Irish passport, and I got my Irish passport. So I'm now Irish.
Congratulations, sir.
So I'm just an example of what happens.
By the way, sir, I'm Davion West.
Dave, nice to meet you. Sorry.
Davion West.
Davion West, yes.
And then what was your name again, sir?
Sorry?
What was your name again, sir?
Brian Clancy.
Brian Clancy.
Clancy is a very Irish name.
Nice, nice to meet you, sir. And your name, ma'am?
Good trip. I'm Maureen.
Maureen. Nice to meet you, Maureen.
Enjoy yourself.
Y'all have a good day. We appreciate it. We're here at Temple Bar in Dublin, Ireland, and now this can be considered a tourist trap if you don't want to go inside and spend money and get a beer. But I will say it is a very beautiful bar, pub with a red exterior. So you're going to see a lot of tourists coming and taking photos. But I guess it can be considered a tourist trap if you do want to go inside and experience the ambiance of being in this popular old bar from the 1840s. But you got to admit, it is very beautiful.
Well, there's quite a few items in here.
And yes, it's from the Temple Bar Trading Company. We're being those people, and it's okay.
A little Irish lock to hang on the Christmas tree. This actually means friendship with the hands holding together. Merry Christmas from Ireland.
That one's really beautiful.
It is, and I've got some jewelry in here, and I really like this one too, because this one is all about a little Irish lock and Merry Christmas. You can look at it later, but
okay.
Lots of things.
You have to love Dublin, Ireland. Just look at all these buildings, the green, the color, these streets. Something about this city that's it's so beautiful in its own way. It's not trying to be another city. After visiting the tourist trap, we got a little hungry and we decided to get some Dublin Coddle Irish stew, which is a traditional dish here in Ireland, made with sliced pork sausages, fatty back bacon, chunky potatoes, and so many other things. So we're taking a quick little break before we see the Book of Kells because of my dad. He needs some more coffee. Goodness.
Y'all want to go in and do?
What is with you in Starbucks, even when we're not in America?
Y'all don't want to go in? Okay. Plenty of room.
And this man got a muffin.
Chocolate.
It's not good?
Pretty good.
All right, now that you got your coffee and you've had your muffin, how are you feeling out, Dad?
Revived.
Goodness gracious. And honestly, I'm glad I have my family here on this trip because they're giving me that chance to just sit back and relax a little bit because I'm always rushing. But now that my dad has to get his 10 cups of coffee a day, it really slows me down. So now we're here at Trinity College, which is where the Book of Kells is located in the library. And I really don't know a lot about the Book of Kells, but let's try to learn more about it together. Okay, one word. Wow. This is the Fogel Library, which I think that's how you pronounce it in Dutch, because 20,000 books were purchased through this charity from the Fogel family and from the Netherlands. And it is just breathtaking. And apparently they're always working to make sure that the books in the library here, they're always working to make sure that the library here takes care of the books. Because just think about all these books that are so old and how you have to make sure that there's not that much dust and you're always cleaning constantly. But just look at the ceiling. Wow. So this right here is the oldest harp here in Ireland. And a harp is the insignia of Ireland. It's on their passports. And I didn't even know that until coming to this college. It was presented apparently, it came to light in Limerick, Ireland in the 18th century. It was presented to Trinity College, Dublin by William Burton in 1733. And this harp is beautiful. The details in it, the woodwork in the harp. I'm telling y'all, this library and Dublin, there's a lot more to the Irish than just drinking and everything. A lot of history. So we're here at Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland, which was founded by Queen Elizabeth I, I believe. If not, slander me in the comments section. But we just saw the Book of Kells, and there's this virtual tour that you can go down. If you download the app Trinity College, it will be in the description. And basically, it's a free audio tour. You still got to buy the tickets, though, folks. It's not that free. But once you go in, it takes you through the history of the Book of Kells, which was created around 800 AD. They say in Scotland or Ireland, they're not really sure. Man, these seagulls are not playing. The Book of Kells, I got my notes here because I couldn't remember, is based on the four Gospels. So Matthew, which represents the man. Mark represents the lion. Luke represents the calf. Apparently, it's representing the four stages of the life of Christ.
And it's like he's flying. This is my description. It's like when he's taken up to heaven to sit at the right hand of God, it's like he's an eagle.
Now, that was just scratching the very thin surface of explaining that. But when you come to see the Book of Kells, there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of people in there. And honestly, you just got to make sure you do your research. And that's one of the biggest things when you're traveling. Do your research so you know a little bit more about the history. It really does make it come alive a lot more. And yeah, don't forget, this is an active university where people are studying and everything. Honestly, I did not know what to expect when coming to Dublin, Ireland, particularly this city. And it's just so beautiful and unique. The people, they have so much spirit in their soul. And it kind of reminds me of black people from the States in America. They're not afraid to say what's on their minds. But also, they're still so kind-hearted. The streets are so beautiful and unique. Seeing the Book of Kells here, getting the chance to speak to an Irish man and just listening and just taking that wisdom. You know, you got to listen to older people, your elders, because they give you a lot of knowledge. And just realizing that I can research on Wikipedia or books, but getting that real knowledge from someone who's actually Irish, that's just so much. And honestly, if you guys have any comments or, recommendations on where I should go next here in Ireland, please comment down below because I really want to explore all that Ireland has to offer. I don't know where I'm headed to next, but I hope you're going to join me. Hit that subscribe button and follow me to 196 countries. Dublin Castle, they actually do have free lockers.
You can take your camera.
Oh no, I was just doing a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that way it's like a scene where I open the locker and they're like, oh, okay.
All right.